Hello everyone, so I'm back with another doll video, and today I am going to be cutting off some more doll hair. So, for those of you who know, I collect clone dolls. I have loads of clone dolls, and the reason for that is I just like their face mold, their different face molds. I have a lot of nostalgic memories with clone dolls, and one of my favorites is Lovely Patsy. So for those of you who don't know who Lovely Patsy is, this one's naked, but like here's a Lovely Patsy. And she is like from the early 2000s, somewhere in there. So, and you can see on the back of her. Now, most of them say Lovely Patsy on the back of the head. This one does not. This one says it on her back, right there. Lovely Patsy made in China. So, but this is my favorite face for the Lovely Patsy dolls, which is this one, if you can see that. It's kind of like the Superstar mold. You could tell what they were going for. And then this hairstyle. This was actually, the Lovely Patsy dolls that they had like this was actually one of the first ones that I got with this face and hairstyle. So, and I just really like the hands. They're like vintage Barbie hands. And she even has like Barbie feet. So yeah, that is my favorite Lovely Patsy doll. There's many, 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 many incarnations of Lovely Patsy. Most modern ones kind of tend to use a more Barbie type face mold. So here's one of them. This is one that I need to reroute, but you can see she has the Generation Girl face mold. For the Barbie Generation Girl face mold, which is basically this. So this is a Amazing Nails Barbie from 2001 to 2002. So yeah, this Lovely Patsy does in fact use the Generation Girl face. But as you can see, they've actually tweaked it a little bit, though. You can see like the profile is a little more curved, like that. The nose is a little more turned up. The chin is pointier. So they did like alter this face mold, so it's not identical to the Generation Girl face, but you can tell what face mold it originally was. But they do have it copyrighted too, so usually Lovely Patsy dolls will have it on the back of their head, so like that. One of my other favorite face molds is one that's a little bit harder to find. And I have three here. They're all needing to be rerouted. This one, my first one was actually like a knockoff Jasmine doll, but she had this face. So this was I believe she was my second one like this, and I got her new. She was like a holiday themed doll. She came with a ginormous emerald green dress, and she had blonde hair and stuff. So I'm going to give her blonde hair again and try to find her body. Her body fell apart ages ago. You can see it like her face is discolored from her scalp. That's what her skin tone used to look like, and her face has gotten all yellow. So that was her. And then this is another one. I recently took her hair out. She had like super choppy bangs, like Courtney Cox in the movie Scream 3. So yeah, they were really jacked up bangs. And then I have this one, which I need to find arms and legs for. This is actually a Lovely Patsy. Now the Lovely Patsy logo looks like this. So yeah, if you can see that. So it's got like these like pearls coming off the sides and stuff. So yeah, this is a Lovely Patsy body. This is not her original body though, but she, as you can see, says Lovely Patsy on the back. And I believe they created this face mold. This is not a Mattel face mold or anything. But this is like definitely one of my favorite face molds by them. So, yes. So that is those. And then we have some that look like the Mackie sculpt. They've also altered this one. So everyone knows the Barbie Mackie sculpt. This is one that I have recently rerouted. So yeah, you can see. But the difference between that is the shape of the nose and then the mouth goes straight across. I think there's more lip definition on the Mackie sculpt, but this just goes straight across. And then we have this one. And as you can see on the backs of each one of them, it does in fact say Lovely Patsy back there. So today, yeah, this is one of them that will be getting her hair removed for obvious reasons. I mean, that's a huge frizz ball, and I could, like, the hair itself could be brushed out and flat ironed and all that stuff, but the plugs aren't very secure in the head, and they will pop out. I could put glue in the head, but I don't feel like doing that. I would just rather reroot the hair, so that's what I'm going to do. So both of the blonde ones will be receiving this blonde braiding hair. It's Kanekalon braiding hair, and it works wonderfully. I have rerouted this one with Kanekalon braiding hair, and it is just silky and shiny, and you get so much hair. It did go all the way to her feet, but not anymore, because I didn't want it to be that long. So yes, I will be going through the process of taking out all her hair. At least on this one, she is the next in line to be rerouted. But yeah, these ones were like princess dolls. So yeah, these were like princess dolls from like 2008, 2009 to 2010. So you could have got them at like Dollar General, somewhere like that. But yeah, there's no saving her hair. I don't think I ever brushed her hair, and that was why, because it was not the best quality. I was afraid as soon as I brushed it, it would just turn into a frizz ball, and that's what happened to... I have two redhead ones that I rerouted, and that actually wound up happening to them. Their hair got super frizzy, so... Not good quality hair on these dolls, unfortunately, but they reroot very easily. Their heads are very squishy, at least most of them. So yeah. So, yep, there's her hair. Completely hacked off. And now she has an epic mullet. But she's not staying that way, though. Definitely not. I would never have a doll with a mullet. That just... No, no, no. That just does not float my boat. That is not my cup of tea. So, but yeah, basically, if any of you have watched rerouting videos, you know that the usual, you cut the hair as close to the scalp so it makes it easier to get the hair out. And I can't tell you, I have had a video up on my channel for a very long time. And it was basically me depulugging the hair. It's got a lot of views, but I still see people struggling. I still see people using the tweezer method, you know, to go inside the head and pluck out each individual plug of hair. Or they will or they will get their tweezers like this, and they will go on the outside and pluck out each individual like piece, and that just takes forever. So my method doesn't take you an eternity to do, but with as many views as that video has on it, I'm surprised there's still people out there struggling. I'm probably doing this all off camera, so you can't even see. I apologize. So yeah, you basically want your doll to look like she went to the barber and got her head buzz cut like that. So, yep. Not only was this doll's hair in bad condition, well, I guess I had brushed it at some point because she was missing hair plugs, so I probably brushed her hair like once and then never touched it again. So since she's a cheap one, you just pop her head off. And the older dolls will have this like ball thing. So there's that. And then you're going to take a screwdriver. Flathead screwdriver would work best. Some people will go on the inside of the head with the tweezers. I guess I could try that. I've never actually done that, but they'll like take the tweezers and they'll go on the inside and they'll scrape the inside of the head with the tweezers instead. So, I mean, it is like a flathead screwdriver. It's just at a point, and I don't want like the point to scrape the head. But I guess I could try it. So, yeah, it kind of works. But it's just you have to hold the tweezers at an awkward angle, and I don't like that. So, the screwdriver is a straight object, and I will insert it into her head. Yeah, see? I don't have to hold the screwdriver at an awkward angle or anything like that, so I have just my personal preference. I have better control over the screwdriver versus using tweezers. And you don't have to, like, you know, do the movement with the screwdriver. You can actually do it with the head. That's what I'm doing now. So I'm, like, moving the head instead of the screwdriver, but both work, actually. Both work very effectively. So in order to, well, I guess I will show you guys what happens to the hair when you do this. So you take your tool and scrape the inside of the scalp, and it pulls the hair inside the head. Then you can go on the inside of the head with the tweezers and then remove it. Remove the leftover hair. Yeah, see? It pulls it inside the head. So I'll come back when she is done being deplugged, should I say. Alright, so I have her completely bald now. So, and you'll have to excuse the noise in the background. I live with my family and my nieces are being extremely annoying and loud. So, if you hear anything in the background, that's what that is. So now the easy part is pulling all the hair out. See, instead of pulling out each individual plug, once you scrape all the hair on the inside of the head and it gets on the inside, then you can just pull out the huge clumps of hair. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a second. I have to plug my phone in. Okay, so my phone is plugged in, so should be good to go. And hopefully I will be able to make longer videos and stuff because I have a new memory card. Well, actually I've had it for a while now, but I forgot that I could record everything and transfer everything over to my memory card, which is a 64 gig, so I should have plenty of space to make long videos and not worry about how much space I'm using up on my phone, because my actual phone I've had since 2016 and it is fairly outdated and it doesn't have a lot of internal memory on it. So yeah, some of the hair just, sometimes you'll get some hair that doesn't want to come out. What I used to do was I would scrape the inside of the head, scrape all the hair to the inside of the head like I do now, but then I would put the head in water and then I would squeeze the head like that, and then the pressure from the water inside the head going out would push all the hair out. But I mean, I suppose I should I I've done a review, or I've done a tutorial, not a review, a tutorial over how to do that. But it was a long time ago. Okay, so that should do it. So there will be some little hairs. I will have to like scrub her, like properly wash her, because as you can see with this one, yeah, her face doesn't match her scalp. You can see her scalp's a lot lighter, but that's the color, like the contrast that you see, the darkness here and the lightness here. Her face is just dirty. That's what that is. So I will, it's not like the other one. Let me see. Yeah, it's not like this one where her face is discolored. It would be yellow like that if it were. But no, her face is just dirty. That everything you see is just all dirt. So yeah, I will have to clean her. Not sure if I mentioned, but they also, Lovely Patsy also made like little Kelly-sized dolls too, and they definitely had the Kelly Shelly, depending on what region you're from. So, and then you just pop her head back on. And here is the hair that I will be using. But yeah, the Lovely Patsy version, like the Kelly versions, like the Kelly-sized versions, they definitely use the Kelly face mold. You could definitely tell. But yeah, that is the hair that she will be getting. It's not exactly the same color. I will be saving her original hair just because I like the color of it. So, but yeah, you can see this is more warm tone, this is more cool toned, but she will be a blonde. Because I do like the way these dolls look. So yeah, she will be looking like herself again. Yeah, I could have gone all out and like given her yellow hair to match the dress or something like that, but as time goes on, I'm starting to appreciate natural hair colors more. I still love fantasy hair colors, don't get me wrong, but especially with these dolls, they're nostalgic to me, and I want to keep that nostalgia with them, so I don't really want to change them too much. So yeah, she will be a blonde again. And just like the other doll, she originally had black hair, so I gave her her original black hair. And so yeah, that's just my little video of taking out this doll's hair. As you can see on this one, I did go in and add a whole bunch of new hair plugs. So since she's a clone, I didn't go all out. I don't really paint the scalps on my dolls because the paint usually winds up coming off when I brush the hair. So I usually just skip that altogether. It is what it is. But yeah. And especially now that I do it, like, I have a skipper doll here that I rerouted. Let me see. So you have a skipper here, and I gave her, like, super, this is the Connectolon braiding hair also. And, since I do more natural hair colors now, and I try to match it up to what color they originally had, you can see that that's a perfect match. So yeah, there we go. So anyway, but yeah, you can see how many hair plugs. I'm gonna have to go back here and add a whole slew of new hair plugs. But I'll get that done, and I'll be sure to post a video of her after I'm done. So anyhow, thank you guys for watching. More videos to come, and remember to stay true to you.